Hi, my name is Carson Jones. I'm the owner here at California Custom Golf. First off, thank you so much for tuning into this. This has been promoted for a few weeks now, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be testing 32 different golf clubs. We've got Mizuno, EPON, PXG, we have Callaway, TaylorMade, Ping, Titleist. We've got all the big brands, Miura, Wilson Staff, so many different brands. 32 total different golf clubs. We've got a division for our tour and our blade type players, and that would be, we've got 11 clubs, I believe, in that division. Then we've got our mid-size head division, and we've got 12 more in there. And then we're going to round it out with 9 club heads, more of a full cavity back style club head. So I'm going to put in the description of this video where each division starts. So if you only want to see the blades, or if you only want to see the cavity backs, I'll put the time that those each are going to start throughout this video in the description. So look at that below. That way you don't have to watch a full 2 hours worth before it gets to the clubs that you actually want to see. Because not all of us can hit blades. Not all of us need to hit a cavity back. So check it out. We're actually going to be doing a couple giveaways throughout this entire thing. I do apologize that this is not live. Now, we had a couple reasons not to do this live. It's been planned to be live for quite a while now. A couple things. First of all, we've been experiencing some serious internet problems here that made the live stream videos pretty spotty, and we will be seeing a lot of buffering. And for a 2.5 hour long to 3 hour long live stream, that would be really annoying to watch. So we decided, let's record it. This way we can also cut out some of the time in between where we were setting up. I was drinking lots of water in between, of course. So check this out. Again, in the description, you can skip over time to time. One last thing before we get started. I have to give a huge shout out to Uinta Golf here in St. George, Utah. If you need anything at all from Ping, Titleist, Callaway, TaylorMade, any of the big name brands, go over to Uinta Golf. They've got all that stuff. Here at California Custom Golf, I carry Mizuno, Srixon, Srixon Cleveland. I carry PXG, Miura, Epon, Hanma. A lot of the little bit more higher end, a little bit more expensive brands we carry here at our shop. Feel free to give us a call anytime. Our number is 970-214-6179. You can call that number any time of day. I'm going to give you the number here to Uinta Golf real quick as well. They're located near the Red Cliffs Mall here in St. George. Their number, let me make sure I give you the right thing. Let's see here. Uinta Golf's phone number. It is 435-256-6496. Tell them I sent you. That's 435-256-6496. If you need any of the high-end stuff, or sorry, any of the mass-produced golf clubs, TaylorMade, the mainstream market, go over there. They've also got shirts, hats, golf bags, golf shoes, all that stuff. I don't carry any clothing for the most part. I carry PXG clothing, hats, all that stuff here. High-end stuff, come here. Main market stuff, go over to Uinta Golf. They do a great job over there. They can fit you over there as well. So again, thanks to them. They donated a lot of these golf clubs to us to hit today. So thanks one more time. Enjoy watching, and check that link in the description in order to skip over to wherever you want to be within the stream. Thanks so much. Enjoy. We're going to go to settings and move the camera here slightly. Alright, and there you can see that we currently have this set at 2,000 feet, okay, as well as it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit in here. So we're not trying to cheat anybody here. We want these results to be as fair as we possibly can. So what we're going to be looking at on the TrackMan today, there's a few different numbers that you'll see, and I will try to bring those up for you next. Let's see here. Okay, so over here on the right side, move the camera back. I'm not a professional videographer by any means, so bear with me a little bit here. All right, starting up here, top left, you've got clubs, or you got the total yardage and the carry yardage. You got spin rates, ball speed. Ball speed is a very big number for us today. Watch this ball speed. That ball speed number, if you really want a good idea of what's performing well, watch that ball speed as well as the spin rates. That ball speed is really where you're going to get the distance. Club speed, I have it up there because a lot of people want club speed. It really does not matter as much as people say it does. Ball speed is much more important. Smash factor, that's club speed and ball speed divided into each other. And then launch angle, side by side, spin axis, height, and the side total there. So watch those numbers throughout the night, but let's get hitting some shots because this is going to take some time. Looking right probably around 40 to 45 minutes for each round here. So let's begin. The first golf club that we're going to hit for the night is by Ping. Ping is our first brand. This is the Ping iBlade. This is a 7-iron. Again, all of these golf clubs, I failed to mention, of course, all of these golf clubs are the same length, same shaft. They're just different heads. Now, before I did tell everybody we were going to be changing the loft angles on here, I decided not to. We're keeping them the same true lofts that the clubs are designed. We did change most of the lie angles, though, just so it would fit me. I usually play about 1.5 degrees to 2 degrees flat. So we did change that over a little bit. But sit back, relax, watch it. In the future here, if you skip forward about 40 minutes here, that's probably when we'll be starting the mid-sized section. So again, that's a big reason why we decided to do a recording rather than live stream, is because a lot of people just don't need to know about the blades, and a lot of people don't need to know about the cavity back. So in this way also, it takes me about 30 minutes in between each round just to get everything set up. So this should go a lot quicker for you guys if you're watching. So here we go, Ping iBlade. What I'm going to do for each club, I'm going to kind of tell you what I like appearance-wise, feel-wise, what I don't like. Some of these clubs, I'll straight up tell you, I do not like the look, I do not like the feel. But a lot of these clubs, first time I've ever hit them. So starting with the Ping iBlade, and it is a good-looking golf club. I wouldn't consider it a full blade. Not quite a full blade. If you're looking for your old-fashioned blade, probably not the best looking club for you. The top line is pretty thin. The back line is slightly chunkier, but all around pretty good looking golf club. The color is a little different, a little bit darker color to it. So we're gonna hit 5 shots, take the top 3 at the end, and we'll put them up, we're gonna put it all on a spreadsheet at the end. We'll do that afterwards so that we don't have to take all night putting the spreadsheet together during the middle. First swing is pretty good feel there. You can see that ball speed's right at about 120 miles an hour. So we'll kind of see if most of these clubs stick around there, go up, down. I would say that 120 miles an hour is probably a good average that we're going to see tonight. A little bit higher there, a little bit better speeds, all right. Good spin rate. Over 8,000 spin rate. Again, this is a 7-iron. These are all 7-irons that we're going to be hitting tonight. Really nice feeling golf club. I have not always been a huge Ping fan for their irons. Drivers, I think they make great drivers. Irons, I haven't always been a huge Ping fan, but I kind of like this iBlade that they've put together here. Really nice feeling shot there. Okay, and one more. Not bad. I do like the feel. I have not liked the feel of a lot of Ping irons, but I did like the feel. I think it looks nice. Maybe not the best numbers that we'll see tonight, but not a bad start so far. So let's move on. We're going to try to whip through this here so this doesn't take us 5 hours for one video. And the next one, this is a golf club that we carry here on hand, usually have them in stock as well. And this, in the past, has been one of my favorite clubs ever designed. I think the look of this golf club is slightly, it couldn't be closer to perfect. This is an absolutely incredible looking golf club. The feel, with this brand altogether is second to none. This is Miura. So Miura, this is the MB-001. I'll show you throughout the night. There's a few clubs that we're going to be hitting that actually look exactly the same as this, and they're actually pretty close to copies of this golf club for a lot of the PGA Tour players. But here is the Miura MB-001. I've actually played with this golf club. I used to use this. I used this for about 2 years running until I just switched over about a year ago to a different brand, and one of the best feeling golf clubs on the face of the earth right here. So let's hit a few and see the results. Bad there, not too bad. Wouldn't say I hit it perfect, but pretty darn good. Almost the same line, a little further there, but good spin rates, nice high spin rates. That one was hit well. That'll probably turn back into the middle there. Really good feeling golf club. I mean, if you want to have a golf club specifically around feel, go Miura and don't look anywhere else. Miura. I also like Mizuno Epon. I think the feel of all those are really, really consistent feels. I also like how on the mishits and the good shots, they're still pretty close. You don't have this huge difference between the feels in mishits and flush shots. That one was hit extremely nicely. Okay, right down the middle. Really good numbers on that. Again, this one, it's hard to beat the feel of a Miura golf club, but we'll see. I'm going to hit a lot of clubs I have never hit before today. And really good again. Okay, so we've got 4 numbers there, all within about 8 yards of each other. So really good results so far. That's just our second club of the night. We've got a long ways to go. And quickly, moving into a golf club that I have wanted to hit for a very long time. And I've only seen pictures of this golf club until today. I went and picked this up. And this is a great looking golf club. Looking at it, first looks, just looking at it right at the club head, I think it's one of the best designed club heads appearance-wise that I've seen. It looks like it's got like a rubber Wilson Staff logo on there. This is the Wilson Staff FG Tour 100. So it's your full blade. It's your traditional blade. Maybe a little bit. They kind of modernized the looks and the decals on there, but extremely good looking club. Let's see if it feels as and performs as good as it looks. Looking down on it, still really nice look. Looking straight down. Nice thin top line. Okay, that did not feel very nice. I did not like the feel of that shot, but I didn't hit it perfect, so let's hit a couple others. Same thing. Feel was not quite what I like. Pretty straight, but see if I could really hit one flush and see how that feels. That was definitely hit better, but again, just between the a decent, a well hit shot and a poorly hit shot, not even poorly hit shot, just about a half a groove off, big difference in feel, and I don't like that. I like having, if I hit a slightly off center shot, it shouldn't feel terrible. This one does not feel good if you just barely miss it so far, so I'll continue. I hit that well. Still not my favorite feel. Okay, pretty good number there. Probably not going to use that one. Let me delete that shot. Hit that a little thin. Just to be fair to Wilson Staff. If I hit one super thin or blade one like that, I'm just going to get rid of it altogether. So let's do one more for them. Again, we're hitting 5 shots and we're taking the best 3, but still kind of skews the number for them. So let's get him one more. There we go. Again, the look, awesome looking golf club. Make sure you hit this before you go out and buy it, because there's a very good chance that you're going to like the look a lot better than you like the feel. Results for the most part were decent, but you're going to want to feel this one before you buy it. Okay, next golf club. This is probably the highest demanded golf club for this test that we have. We had a lot of people say we want you to hit this club, and we do carry these, so it was no problem for us to do it at all. Personally, I love this thing. This is distance-wise is something that we're probably going to see pretty quickly here. I do see a lot of people gain a lot of distance with this golf club and all of their golf clubs, but it's something that, boy, this brand sure has a lot of haters. There's a lot of people who really don't like this brand, mainly because of their price. These golf clubs are about $350 per club with a basic shaft, and well, not a basic shaft, but without an upgraded shaft. So we'll look at the results, but I've had a ton of success fitting people for these clubs. This is the PXG 0311 Tour iron. A little bit pricey, but is it worth it? We will see. Okay. What did I do? Did I delete something on there? What happened to the... Hold on one second, everybody. I might have made this harder for people to see. I don't know what I did. There we go. Let me move this over. There we go. Okay. First shot, didn't quite hit it very well, but we'll keep going with that. Not too bad right there. What's going on with my screen? Okay. That one was a blade. We'll probably get rid of that one. Really bladed that one. Yeah, we'll take that one off there. That had really low spin rates. I will do my absolute best not to be, not to sucker you guys here, but I do want to be fair to each company, so. Not perfect, but you could definitely feel maybe a little bit extra spring on that shot, okay? See if I can really catch one pure with this club and see, not bad right there, okay? And I think we got one more shot. Pretty consistent numbers. We're within about 3 yards so far of each shot. Not seeing the distance difference here. Also, the loft isn't as strong as maybe the XF iron, but we'll hit one more here, see how that goes. That felt pretty well. Maybe going a little left, not sure. Straight as an arrow. That was hit well. And you can see a little bit lower spin rate, but much more distance. That's more what I see quite often with this golf club. People are getting a little bit of distance off of it, but let's keep going. That was only 1 out of the 5 there was too perfect, but we'll move on. All right, now we are going to another pretty high-end golf club here. This here is... It's a golf club from Japan. These things are running around $310 to $320 per club. And this is Epon. It's forged by Endo, like I said, in Japan. And extremely, extremely nice forging. A lot like Miura. Probably, again, one of the better feeling golf clubs that I've seen. So let's hit a few shots and see the results with it. Pretty good right there, actually. Okay. Wouldn't say that was perfect there. That's probably, might spin out a little bit on us. Yeah, quite a bit of spin there. That was really nice. Really nice. And the feel of that, when you hit that thing flush, that is incredible feel. Great look, too. I love the look of this golf club. Hit that one hard. That's probably going to get more distance there, too. Probably over 180. Yeah, it is. Again, this is the Epon AF-Tour. Always have good results with this. We do sell this here at California Custom Golf, if you're interested in these. Maybe not perfect, but still not bad. I mean, for an off-center hit, it still felt about the same. Yeah, a little wide open on that, but that's okay. We'll keep moving on. Really like this. Great looking golf club. Great feeling golf club as well. All right, we are now moving into Mizuno. Mizuno is a very popular brand. It is a brand that, especially for people who are looking for a forged golf club, this has always been one of the highest ranked forged golf clubs out there, forged brands. So this is the Mizuno JPX 900 Tour. Different color. It's almost all like a satin type finish. It's not, you don't get the chrome on this thing, but I kind of like it. A little bit different color. Looking at it here. First look, when I just look down at it, I do not like the look looking straight down. It kind of juts out there at the hosel. I don't like the look of it as I look straight down at it. And again, I do actually sell Mizuno here at the store, so I'm just trying to be honest. Yet, definitely don't like the look. Let's see how it performs. Like the look when you look up close, but setting it down, it's got a different look. Still a nice thin top line, but that feel is incredible. I love that feel. Mizuno has some of the best, always have had some of the best feeling irons out there. Maybe not perfect, yeah. Maybe a little off. Not bad though. Okay. Probably a little high spinner there. I'll get rid of that one for them. I don't want to skew their numbers at all, so probably just a little off contact there. So that's another good one there, though. Should be right down the middle, I would assume. Yeah. Good spin rates, high spin rates. Really high. Maybe not as good as the last one, but still not bad. And it still felt good, even though it wasn't perfect. Still good distance. That was nice as well. Might turn over a little left, but pretty nice feel there. Yep, all good. All right, we will keep going here. All right, this is another golf club that was in high demand for us to do during this this test. And I have never hit this golf club before. And I would have to tell you, and I would be lying if I said that I am not a huge fan of TaylorMade. Let me grab some extra golf balls here. Anyway, so this is the TaylorMade P770. It is forged, so a lot of the TaylorMade golf clubs are not forged, but this is forged. So maybe this will change my mind a little bit about TaylorMade. The thing that I've always seen with TaylorMade irons, quality control is almost non-existent, and I just never really like the feel so much of them. But first impressions of this. I think it's great looking. The look of this TaylorMade P770 is really, really nice. I like how they kind of combine the satin and the chrome finishes throughout the face and throughout the back. Really good looking head. Looking straight down at it, same thing. Really nice looking head. A little bit thicker top line than most of these blades here. I wouldn't consider this a full blade by any means, but really, really good looking top line straight down at it. That actually felt quite nice there. Okay. Not too bad feel. Definitely the best feeling TaylorMade I've ever hit. A little bit different feel there. Probably not perfect. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of that one. That one was pretty thin, so in fairness to TaylorMade, we will delete that shot. Nice look to it though, really nice look. Okay, little clanky feel. Didn't hit it terrible. Yeah, and see that shot right there is what I noticed with a lot of these clubs, is that on a bad shot, that was just barely off right there. I did not hit that terrible, but big change in numbers right there, just off of a slightly mishit. So the flush shots might go really far, but at those mishits, if they're that much shorter, that's bad news. Okay, better swing there. Yeah. Big difference between a flush hit and just slightly off center though. Really nice there. When you hit it on the screws, it feels very good. But when you don't hit it on the screws, it feels very bad. Yeah, really nice there. Good numbers altogether. Another good shot. When I hit it well, those numbers are nice. I just wish that on the mishits, the numbers would be closer to the better shots. I mean, if you're noticing a 15-yard difference to 20-yard difference, that's a lot. Okay, now we go to Callaway. And this here is our Callaway Apex Pro. This is the first time I've ever swung this golf club. I don't know why. I see a lot of people using the Apex Pro, but this is the first time I've ever seen it. It's good looking. It's larger. It does not look like a full blade, but still a really nice looking head to it. Let's try it out. Even looking down at it, it's good looking. In a way, it kind of reminds me of like an AP2 style look, but maybe I'm crazy. Okay. Didn't hit that bad. Feel wasn't awesome, but I didn't hit it bad. That's going left. It's going way left. And we will get rid of that for them. That is my fault. Good shot there. Should be pretty straight, I would guess. Okay. I can't tell if I like the feel or not. It's different. It's different than all the other clubs we've hit so far. This has a different feel. I wouldn't say I hate it. I would not say I hate the feel. I love the look of the golf club. I'll have to look at the numbers afterwards, but the feel is different. I think be careful. Hit it before you buy it. More importantly, get fit for it before you buy it. Also not a good shot, but I didn't miss it by much. I'm going to leave... Yeah, let me hit one more. I might take that one off there. I didn't hit that by a whole lot, but it really dropped in ball speed, so... That one was hit really nicely. I'll give him one more and then we can delete that last shot, but that was hit very nicely. Alright. That one missed hit was deleted there. One last shot for the Callaway Apex Pro 16. Really good. When you hit it nice, it's got a good feel. It's kind of a different feel, but definitely hit these before you go buy them. I like the look, and I think I'm okay with the feel. It's different, but not bad. All right, next club. This is a golf club that is starting to get talked about quite a bit now. There are a few companies, I think Golf Digest and My Golf Spy, I think they did some testing with these golf clubs and they rated them very high. And some people disagree, but in the past with this golf club, I have seen very close numbers. So this is Srixon. This is the Srixon 965. This is a traditional blade look. It is your full-on blade. If you want a blade, this is a blade-looking golf club. And same thing, nice thin top line. I think it's a really good-looking golf club. Again, some of these brands, these companies, they've been rating this thing very high. So let's see what type of numbers we get here. Really like the look, though, so far. By the way, we do sell these here. We do sell Srixon at our shop. That felt very, very nice. Extremely nice. Really good. Not good at all, but that's my fault. I'll get rid of that one. Sorry, I'm hitting some bad shots, but... Alright. Pretty good right there. Higher ball speeds. Definitely seeing a few higher ball speeds there. Is that over 180? Almost, 178.
Starting the clock.
Not bad. Maybe thin. Maybe slightly thin. I like the feel of it. Yep, a little bit lower ball spin rate, but not much. I do like the feel. I wouldn't quite compare it with Mizuno or like a Miura quite yet, but I do enjoy the feel so far. Really nice. Maybe not quite as far, still got good distance off of it. One more with the Srixon 965. Okay. Again, really good numbers, really good ball speeds with that. I like it. I like the feel. I'm buying into the testing that they've been doing with this golf club so far. So I like it. That is the Srixon 945. Now we're moving on to Titleist. This is our first Titleist golf club of the day. We've only got two more in the series, then we are done with this division. This is the Titleist MB-716 MB. And one thing I wanted to show you guys. Putting the Titleist MB right next to Miura, I would have to say Titleist. I hope that there's no, I hope that Titleist doesn't, or Miura doesn't have any, legal problems with this, because these two golf clubs look exactly the same. Looking down at it, almost exactly the same. The Miura MB-001 and the Titleist MB. And you know, a lot of companies have done this. A lot of their Titleist, Nike players, they played Miura irons. And then Titleist came out with an identical looking iron. Same with Nike. Nike came out with that TW iron, almost identical to the Miura MB-001. So kind of interesting there that you see these clubs looking almost exactly the same. So all right, let's hit some Titleist 716 MBs. Again, I love the look. I love the look of the Miura one. I love the look of this. Let's see how it feels. That felt really nice right there. Did not read it there. I might have gone too quick. Again, really nice feel. Really good feel. Yeah. Pretty consistent numbers there. Okay, now that shot right there, I hit that one maybe half of a groove off, completely different feel. And that's one thing I don't like about some of these brands who don't use quite as dense of a metal. If you barely mishit it at all, the feel completely changes. It's one thing I really love about Miura, PXG, Mizuno. You can miss it, you can still miss it a little bit, and you don't have this completely opposite feel. So let's do one more good one with it. That was terrible. I'll do one more for it. I'll get rid of that one. Okay. Quite nice. I like it. Let's move on. Yeah, again, really good feeling golf club that was. It just barely mishit it, and that feel completely changed, which I don't like, but. All right, last club of our first division. And we're going back to Mizuno. Now we are using the Mizuno MP-5. So, very much your blade, complete blade style look. I really like the design of this thing. It's all chrome on the full back, then a nice satin face, but really, really good looking golf club. Setting it down, I wouldn't say I like quite as much. A lot like the other Mizuno, I don't quite looking at it straight down. I feel like right behind the hosel here kind of juts out a little bit that way, but looking straight on at it, it's an incredible looking golf club. Just not quite looking at the ball with it, but let's hit some shots. And that's right there, that's literally every Mizuno golf club I've ever hit. Just has that beautiful feel to it. I love that feel. Yeah. I always get confused how some of these companies, I don't know if they're getting incentives from some of the bigger brands, but I don't know how they can compare some of the TaylorMade or Callaway iron and the feels to anything close to Mizuno irons. If they're only doing mainstream irons, I think the feel of this thing is by far better. Yeah. Good. Good numbers there too. Spin rates are still nice. And that one right there, I didn't hit perfect. But even with that, still nice high ball speeds, even though I didn't hit it perfect. I mean, that's, and it didn't feel terrible. Yeah, I mean, still a slight miss hit. It didn't feel awful to me, which I really like. Okay. Not bad. Results weren't as good. I even hit that one better. The results were not nearly as good on that one. Feel-wise, I'm probably going to rate, at the end here, I'm probably going to rate this one as well as that Miura MB-001. I'll probably rate those two as the best feeling golf clubs that we have here. There are a few of them that were really nice, but we'll go through the spreadsheet here, and I will show you all the numbers. We're going to delete 2 of each one of the 5 shots, so we'll just use the 3 top shots that we hit from each golf club, and then we're going to compare all the averages, so we'll get some performance numbers on there. Feel-wise, this thing is awesome. This Mizuno MP-5 as well as the Miura MB-001, 2 extremely nice feeling heads. So we're going to keep going. We're going to do the spreadsheet right now for the tour-like irons, and then we'll move into mid-size right away. Okay, everybody, let's look at the numbers for our first division for the tour and the blades, tour heads and the blades. All right, let's start right at the top with Ping. Ping iBlade. One thing we really noticed: really high spin rates, and I think that dropped dropped our ball speeds slightly, but I think more it just hurt our yardages. So. I really enjoyed the feel of the iBlade. I really did. I was surprised by that. So I actually gave the iBlade 3rd place in the feel category. When it comes to the Miura MB-001, I would say out of all the clubs, this by far is the best feeling golf club. I honestly don't think it's even close in this category. I gave 2nd place to the MP-5. But I really, in this category, I don't think there's anything even on the same level, feel-wise, as the Miura MB-001. I also love the appearance. I think the appearance, I tied that for 1st place with the next one, which is the Wilson FG Tour 100, the Wilson staff. So I tied those guys for 1st place in appearance. Both beautiful clubs. I really like what Wilson staff did with that golf club. PXG, that rated 3rd place in performance, the PXG 0311T. That rated 3rd place out of the 11 in performance here. You can see yardage was definitely got a little bit extra yardage on there, but we also had nice spin rates, really nice spin rates, nice launch angle. Altogether, really good numbers with that PXG. That one got 3rd place total. The Epon AF-Tour, this one really had some incredible numbers. You can see here lower club head speed, yet higher ball head speeds, which made for a little bit better smash factor as well. But we got more carry, and it still stopped pretty darn quick. So nice low ball flight, lower ball flight. However, we still did get some nice spins. So that won the performances from the Epon AF-Tour. Right there. Really nice club head. Mizuno, the JPX 900 Tour. I love the feel. I mean, really, I think Mizuno, I probably would give this about 4th place in the feel category. Maybe tie it with the TaylorMade below it. Really good stuff. Numbers were still really good. I mean, again, there are nothing wrong with these numbers at all. This is probably your 4th place club, I would say, total in this entire thing. TaylorMade. You know, I like I've said, I have never been a big fan of TaylorMade irons. This one really surprised me, especially the appearance. I really like the appearance, and I did like the feel. I thought it felt well. It got a little spinny. There was a little spit under it, and that might have affected some of the yardage there. I thought it would go a little further than it did, but definitely a little shorter than some of these that won the performance here. I did give it second place in appearance. I might have already said that. But anyways, Callaway Apex Pro. I'm not sure what I thought of this club. I didn't hit a shot that I felt, man, that thing came off like a rocket. I love the feel of that club. Again, the numbers here are not bad. There's nothing wrong with these numbers. The one thing that I would really be careful of, if you're going to be getting the Apex Pro, you'll see in our next category, you very likely might like the Apex CF16 more than the Apex Pro. Personally, I did. So I did not rate that in the top 3 in any category. The Srixon 965, that got second place in performance. Really, really nice performance in that. Lower ball flight, nice ball speeds, up about 123.4 with a low club head speed. So you can see here, this was our highest smash factor at 1.35, which again is the club speed and the ball speed divided into each other. Really, really nice numbers there from the Srixon 965. That is second place in performance. The Titleist 716 MB. Again, a really, really nice club. It looks exactly the same as the Miura MB-001 for the most part. The finish is a little bit different. I probably only rated this third place because it lacks uniqueness compared to the MB-001. In a way, it's a copy of it, but it's a great-looking club. I would copy it if I was them too. So, really nice club. Results were nice. Spin rate went up a little bit. Club speed went up, however, the ball speed dropped. So that kind of made the numbers, especially the smash factor, a little bit lower than necessary. Same thing with this with the smash factor on the Mizuno. However, the Mizuno, I did rate the Mizuno MP-5 second place in feel. I love the feel of Mizuno golf clubs. All of their products, almost all of them I've ever hit. The feel is just absolutely incredible stuff. Mizuno does not make golf clubs to go far. You can see here, this was probably, in fact, looking at all the others here, there are a couple up there that were shorter, but this is right about our shortest golf club that we hit. Compared to the leaders, it was shorter by about 8 yards. So, maybe not so much of the club for you if you're looking to gain distance, but as you can see here, really nice spin rates if you need a little bit more spin, as well as some still nice high ball speeds. That might be a good club for you. Incredible feeling club. We are going to move on to the mid-sized. I think we've got 12 clubs to hit here, so stay tuned. And hey, by the way, if you're still watching this right now, we're going to announce it later as well, but if you send me an email, first person to send me an email, Carson@CaliforniaCustomGolf.com, send me an email saying you want an autographed Danny Willett 8x10 photo wearing his green jacket at last year's Masters. Send me an email, Carson@CaliforniaCustomGolf.com. First one to send me an email, I will ship it to you for free. It does come with a certificate of authenticity as well. All right, everybody, we are back. I got some Red Bull in me. I got a little food, so I'm good to hit a bunch more shots here. Again, I apologize that we are not doing this live. We had some bad internet connection yesterday, and I got a little worried about doing all this stuff live. We only get to have these clubs from You Went to Golf for about 12 hours here overnight, so we figured this would be a lot better way to do it. Also, now if you didn't need to see any of the blades, now you can see all of the muscle back, well, the mid-sized here. I wouldn't consider them muscle backs, but mid-sized heads right now. So we have 12 heads in this division. A whole bunch of brands, 12 heads. Last one we had 11, now 12. The final cavity back will be a little bit smaller group than this, but we're going to start off strong. We're going to start off with TaylorMade, and we're going to start off with the brand new, well, not brand new, but we're going to start off with the TaylorMade M1. So here we go. This is my first time ever hitting this. And like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of TaylorMade irons. I really just think the quality isn't quite there. The first one surprised me a little bit. The feel, I didn't quite like the feel, but the results were nice. And let's see how the M1 does. And again, if you didn't watch the first part, how we're doing it, I'm going to hit 5 shots. And If I hit one really bad, I'll just delete it and re-hit. But 5 shots, then we'll delete the worst 2 out of the 5. We'll take the top 3 and put them on a spreadsheet and average up all the numbers on there. I'm going to try to go a little faster this time, get everything going here so this doesn't take too long. So I'll do a little bit more talking while swinging instead. Look-wise, I think for this size, I actually like the look. Usually TaylorMade makes decent looking irons for the most part. And that right there was your traditional cast, TaylorMade cast iron feel right there. Good result. Didn't like the feel, but good result. And I do like the look. Surprisingly enough, I do like the look of this head. Okay, and so that one was a slight mishit. Definitely can feel it though when it's a mishit like that. Not too bad though. Pretty darn good. Pretty strong lofts on this club. Let's see, I believe the loft on this 7 iron is 30.5 degrees. Not as bad as the M2. The M2 is, well, the M2 7 iron is actually a 5 iron really, but still 30.5 degrees is a pretty darn strong 7 iron. So more like a 6 normally. That one there felt very nice. That should be straight. Really nice feeling shot right there. Yeah. And one more. Same thing. When you hit it well, it really feels good. I am surprised. It's definitely a cast feel. I mean, I prefer the feel of a forged golf club 10 times before a cast golf club, but you know, surprisingly enough, this is not horrible at all. So I'm going to keep going here, but pretty good results to start with the M1. Alright, I'm just going to change the name here on TrackMan. And before, if you watched earlier, I did show you guys that these are, this TrackMan is set up at 2,200 feet of altitude and 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. All right, next club. Another extremely popular golf club. This is a forged golf club. This is the Titleist AP2, 716 AP2. This, I mean, for years and years, this has been one of the most popular golf clubs on the market. And the other thing that I really respect Titleist for, you know, there's a reason they don't change their irons every 3 months like some of these other brands. They work, and the AP2 has been around a long time. The reason it's been around a long time is because it performs well. Didn't hit that one great. Pretty nice there. Still, I mean, that's just your... The one thing that I wonder about with Titleist is that year after year, as they keep coming out with the new AP1s and AP2s, I never notice a huge difference. But a lot of that is because I don't think they need to change a whole lot. So, good for them.
It's 10 o'clock.
Sorry about my computer telling us what time it is when it doesn't matter. Okay. Also, other thing that I've always noticed with this club, never quite gets the distance that a lot of the others do, but still not bad distance. I mean, we're only losing a couple yards, but continue. Good feel. I mean, same feel as always with them. Ball speed's a little bit lower. Not getting nearly the distance out of this thing. And that one I've been hitting them so far so good. So I'll get one more good shot out of this thing. Hit that one well. See if that gets over 170 at all. No. This has been by far the shortest club we've hit today. Shortest club we've hit. That doesn't mean it's the worst. That does not mean it's the worst club. These ball speeds are still good. Very consistent numbers. Even from the miss, it's still pretty consistent yardages. So Short doesn't always mean the club is performing as good, but yeah, it's surprising that that did not get quite the distance that we've been used to so far today. All right, next we are going to another golf club that my Golf Spy has been rating very highly, and I agree. I agree with them. This is the Srixon 765. Let me throw this on here real quick. Alright, this is the Srixon 765. Appearance-wise, I like it. I'm not gonna say I'm in love with it, but there's nothing about it that I really hate. So looking down at it, pretty simple, and I like simple, but I wouldn't say it's the greatest looking golf club in the world, but I'm definitely not going to rate it negatively by any means. And that was just incredible feel. And so you can see just right there, we just went from the AP2, we just gained 10 yards at least off of the AP2 in one swing. Again, these are both 7 irons here, and that's a huge difference right there. Interesting why that AP2 was going so much shorter. Again, that feels really nice right there. Maybe not quite as good that swing, but yeah, didn't quite catch it. And again, we're only going to be using 3 of each of these clubs, so we'll be deleting some of those. But now I've got 2 over 180 with this club right now, gaining a lot of distance off of that AP2. I'd rate that about a 7 out of 10 contact-wise, but still good distance, decent spin rates. One more with it. Man, that is really nice. Out of the 3 that we've hit so far in this round, this is easily my favorite. Feel-wise, look-wise, so far they're all pretty close look-wise, but appearance-wise, but feel-wise and I think performance, clearly, this is by far the best. So we'll keep going on to our 4th club of the round, and another one of these that you've all kind of been waiting to see compared. Again, we do carry this golf club here. We actually also carry that last club, that Srixon, the Srixon irons. We do carry those here, so feel free to call us if you'd like to order any of that stuff. With that TaylorMade M1, same with that AP2, I really urge you guys, call. You went to golf here in St. George. You can also give a ring or drive over there. It's right by the Red Cliffs Mall area. I don't know their exact address. I'll get you a phone number here before the end of the round, or the thing. I'll put it up on the screen maybe. But yeah, go over to You Went to Golf. They've got the best shirts, hats, all these big name brands for the most part. They've got those. So, all right, big golf club. You guys have all been wanting to see this. I've gotten lots of questions regarding will this golf club be in the test. It's here, the PXG-0311. Like we saw, we didn't see too much of it, but like we have been seeing with PXG, usually we're getting quite a bit more distance, but can we gain distance without losing spin? That's the biggest question here. And that feels like an absolute rocket off of the face. Yeah, really good there. And good spin too. But that felt, you could just feel the spring off the face there. And I like the look. It doesn't look, it's an 0311, not the Tour edition, but it looks from top line. It's a thin top line. It almost looks blade-like, but it's definitely not close to a blade, of course, but looking down. Okay? And I would call that a slight miss hit. But if that's a slight miss hit, that's what I really enjoy about PXG. Still 118 mile an hour ball speed, so the numbers are still way up there, even though I didn't hit it perfect. So that's really nice. Same thing. I think Might have gotten a hold of that one a little bit more even, probably. Yeah, over 180 now, so PXG, it's something, it's expensive, guys. It's very expensive. Over $350 a club, right around $350. But they also, all the clubs come in left-handed and right-handed. You can get them all in black or satin. Chrome, I guess you could say. Now that was slightly thin, but even that, I think even though it's slightly thin, numbers are still huge. Yeah, the spin rate's a little low. That might be one to get rid of at the end, but not bad. That's perfect. You can also see most of these are all going right down the middle with that golf club. Unbiased opinion out of the four we've hit, that's that and the Srixon I would say are pretty close, but that PXG is just a very special golf club. All right, this golf club I am really excited about, and I'm really excited about this golf club because it's expensive. It's a very expensive golf club, and I've never got to even see it in person until right now. This is the Callaway EPIC Pro. These are in the $300 range as well per club. Very expensive golf clubs, as well as the Callaway EPIC, which we have. I actually did not think we would be getting this for the test, mainly because of the price. But again, You Went to Golf was so generous to us and is allowing us to use this. Let me change our screen. And is allowing us to use this for the night, so I'll be extra careful with it. But again, thanks to them. So this is the Callaway EPIC Pro. Let's try this out and let's see what makes it so expensive. Look-wise, I like it. It actually looks not blade-like, but in fact, it looks like a blade with a little bit more offset than your normal blade. So I think it's a good-looking golf club. Yeah, I hit that one bad. I'll delete that one for you. Don't want to skew the numbers too bad. Pretty darn good miss hit though, still going 160. I'm not getting tired, I promise. Ooh, that was really nice. That was a different feel. Not, I mean, it wasn't bad, but different. Okay, so it kind of flared out there to the right slightly, but I felt like I hit it hard. Again, really springs off that glove face. Ooh, there's a 128 ball speed. That'll be a long golf ball. Both of those kind of flared out to the right slightly on me. That's kind of surprising. Great feel so far. I like the look. So far, so good. I'm interested what makes this one. I know with PXG they're using that elastomer that they're putting in there that's making it quite expensive. I'm not certain on all the specs of this golf club, so I'm not certain what makes it that much more expensive. But hey, it's great looking. It's great feeling. It's a really good feeling golf club. I also saw today that new Ping G400 just came out. The driver and irons. Boy, that was actually, I didn't strike that horribly. So just barely off on that one maybe, and it actually had, that was quite a big difference there in distances. So that's always not appealing, but I'll hit one more good one here. See, that one's going left. Maybe not controlling it quite as good with that, but let me hit one more. Kind of hit that one bad. I'll delete one of those shots so we can be a little bit more fair to Callaway as well with it, especially for the price. And I struck that pretty good. Okay. Numbers are good. I mean, absolutely nothing against the numbers by any means. I'll get rid of that last one that I pulled for you real quick as well. that's gone. Numbers are not bad at all, but comparing the price of the EPIC Pro to the PXG, I would probably personally say PXG 10 times out of 10. But if you're going to be paying $300 and some per club, but you never know. Some people are going to fall in love with this thing. It's a good-looking golf club. I will give it that. It's a very attractive-looking golf club. All right. Next club, I'm excited about hitting this club as well. A lot of clubs that I haven't ever hit before. This club I haven't hit. The last one, never hit that one. This is Wilson Staff. And this is the FG Tour V6. And if you watch the blade portion of this video, I rated the FG Tour 100 as, I believe I tied it for first place with the Miura for most attractive golf club, and this one as well is very attractive looking golf club. It's interesting, it's got this little, maybe you can see it in the camera, hard to say in the light there, but it's almost got like a little square at the bottom that's a different finish. I'm not sure what that's for, but that's interesting. But no, all together, I mean, good looking club. Looking down at it, this looks like a blade looking down at it. It looks pure blade-like, which can scare some people, but you can see it's got nice cavity back there, so let's hit some shots though. Really good looking club. Again, Wilson Staff I think is really hitting it on the knob. Okay, I'll get rid of that one. I'm sorry. If I hit bad ones, I apologize, but I'll get rid of it just to be fair to everybody. So that was hit pretty well. Different feel, completely different feel than all these other clubs that we've hit. Okay, not quite the distance, not quite the ball speed. Let's try again. There you go, it's a little bit better there. The feel actually reminds me a lot of that Titleist AP2. Really nice feel. Again, I don't think we're going to get the distance out of it as some of these others, but really good looking club, great looking golf club, and the feel is amazing. Just maybe not quite the distance some of us would be looking for. Even there, I didn't hit that too bad, but that's a lot shorter. For something that was barely mishit, I don't like that. I don't like how a slight mishit is a huge difference. Let's do it one more time. Two more times, actually. That was really good. Felt like I hit that well. Not getting that ball speed over 120, so this Wilson Staff V6, great looking golf club, just like its older brother, the FG Tour 100. Incredibly looking clubs. The distances were not as high, and I didn't like the feel quite as much on either of them, but the look, I think appearance-wise, this is incredible appearance. That one was better. But again, still, even with the better swing, still better, or not quite as far. Nothing over even 170 yards there, so definitely something that you guys need to try before you buy, for sure. It's a beautiful looking club. Don't let that deceive you. And the numbers are still great. You're not going to get the distance, I don't think. But really, I'm probably going to rate this first or second place on appearance-wise. Really good looking golf club. All right, now we move over to Mizuno. We had two Mizunos in our first division. And this here is the Mizuno JPX 900 Forged. Let me grab a couple golf balls here real quick. Alright, so the Mizuno JPX 900 Forged. And like I said earlier, I think Mizuno, Miura, and close PXG. I don't think PXG is quite as perfect feeling. The results with PXG are are usually better. However, I think feel-wise, Mizuno is about as good as you're going to find. So here we go. This is the Mizuno JPX 900 forged. Appearance-wise, man, I can tell this is going to be the same problem that I had with the first ones. Looks absolutely incredible when you just hold the head up to your face like this and you look at it. I love the look there, but I can tell, yep, you set it down, and it's like right at the back of the hosel there. It just juts out on you, and I don't like that. It's not an offset. It's just, it jumps out at you. I'm not sure why I don't like that, but let's hit it. The feel, I know if it's the normal Mizuno feel, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, I didn't hit it perfect, but not bad. Okay, to the left. Still that coveted Mizuno feel, and like we saw in the first series, Mizuno is not a distance golf club normally. That hot metal that we're going to be hitting later, that is more of a distance golf club, but Mizuno doesn't make golf clubs that hit it far. They're making it about their feel and their consistency. Really good feel. No, I'm not getting nearly the numbers that I am with some of these others, but consistent numbers is nice. Hit one more. I really like the feel. I don't like looking down at that thing. It just juts out at the end, but that's okay. See, that one was hit perfect, right? That was annihilated. Yeah, and that's something right there that looks fun on the screen, but I don't like how your average shot is. I was hitting those right around 168, 169, and then all of a sudden I got a hold of one and pumped it out 14 yards more. I don't like that. I think if a golf club is going to be that big of a difference between a decent shot and a great shot, I don't like that, which is weird for Mizuno. So, but let's keep moving on. Really nice feeling head. Didn't quite get the numbers, but we'll keep working here. All right. Now, a lot of you are going to say I was biased with this brand in the first round. I don't think I'm being biased. I think I'm being completely fair, saying that Miura makes some of the best looking and best feeling clubs on the face of the planet. And this is a newer version of Miura. This is the Miura 1008, CB-1008. This is actually the first time I've ever hit this. We do carry all the Miura items here. I've got these in stock right now, so feel free to call us if you have any interest in Miura at all. I know if this feels like most Miura irons, the feel is just absolutely incredible. Look-wise, it looks a lot like that last Mizuno that I just hit, especially looking down at it. It's got that thing jutting out right at the hosel. I don't even know what to call that, but I don't like it. So you'll have to see it in person yourself. But if it feels and performs anything like normal Miura clubs, that usually gets you over the appearance anyways. Still got that feel. It's definitely a Miura made golf club because that feel is perfect. Same thing probably. Yep. Good consistent numbers so far. Okay. Nice high spin rates. Barely getting any rollout whatsoever on them. Ooh, that was hit well. That was hit really well there. Probably straight as well, I think. Yeah. One more. So far so good with this. The feel is an amazing feel with this. I mean, they always are with Miura. that one really good as well. Well, not quite as high ball speed, but again, I like that you don't usually catch many flyers with Miura. You don't catch those shots that you'll catch a little bit extra and hit it 15 yards further. So I always like that about Miura. Let's keep going though. Seems like this one's going a lot quicker than the last one. The last one took a while, but we got a lot of clubs to hit. So I think we've got 4 more in this round, and then we are all done with this round. Now we're going back to Epon. If you don't know Epon, Epon is a brand from Japan. They're a lot like Miura, especially feel-wise. Extremely good feeling golf club. Extremely dense metal that they're using. So very, very dense club heads. Numbers-wise, in our first division with our tour heads and our blades, Epon blew away the competition. Epon was longer, the spin rates were incredible, and actually had a lower club head speed, but also the highest ball speed and the most distance. So Epon won our first round for, I believe it was in the top for feel and performance. I know performance it won, but go back and look at that at the tape for that. So here's the Epon AF-303. This is actually the club that I fit my dad for a while back. Looks-wise, I like the looks. I don't like it as much as the AF-Tour that we hit earlier from Epon, but I do like the looks of this. It's a little bit longer face. That toe just juts out a little bit further than normal. Really nice feel. Again, that ball speed's up there, a little bit more there. Still good spin rates. And again, that club speed's going down. I don't know why the club speed's been lower today with Epon over anything else, but the ball speeds increase and that club speed decreases. It's kind of interesting. I actually am currently using Epon irons. I use the Epon AF-302, which is the older model of this head right here. I absolutely love my irons, so really a huge fan of Epon. That was hit extremely well. Epon, it's an expensive brand. Again, you're a little over $300 a club, but I absolutely think they're worth every penny of it. A little less expensive than like PXG or your EPIC Pro irons from Callaway, so maybe a good buy for a lot of you guys. Another thing about these clubs is they last a long time. A lot of really good shots in there with Epon. 303 straight down the middle. A little bit of a flyer there. And you know I don't like flyers, but actually what's going on with that shot? Why is that? Ball speed's not too much higher. Spin rate's lower. Okay, I didn't feel like I hit it too thin, but rolled out a little bit more, so not bad. Really good results though with the Epon AF-303. All right, back to Callaway. Kind of your everyday Callaway head that a lot of you guys, I'm sure, might already have in your bag. All right, so this is the Callaway Apex CF16. So it's a little larger than the Apex Pro. Apparently it is very popular for them to do combo sets, where say your 7, 8, 9 pitch, or the Apex Pro, and then the Apex CF comes into play on the long irons. This is a forged head. It is a forged head. Appearance-wise, man, what is going on with all these club heads? And they're making, it's impossible for me to tell. Maybe I'll put a picture in here, but looking straight down at it, really good looking, and then it gets right to where the head starts, and it just juts out this way, and I don't like that. There's been about 3 or 4 heads just in this round that have done that. I don't know why I don't like that look, and it's not so much an offset. It's not offset, but it just, I mean, yeah, it has some offset, but it really juts out there. I don't like that. Wow, that is a very hard feeling golf club. that's you can definitely feel that that's forged. Absolutely. I mean, you can feel that it's forged, but you can feel that it's forged with a much lower quality metal. It's really hard to explain it without you guys feeling it, but it's not the normal soft forging that you get, soft metal and soft feel that you're going to get from most forged clubs. But so far the results have been great, and I like the feel. I don't think it feels bad, but it's different than your average forged golf club for sure. That is really nice. Extremely consistent so far. I think all three of those numbers have been pretty close on the ball speed. Boy, I have to say, I am really impressed with this. This Callaway Apex CF. I wasn't hugely impressed with the Apex Pro earlier tonight, but this Apex CF, I mean, every shot feels like it's coming off the exact same way, and so far they're going to the exact same spot. So far I actually like this. I don't like the appearance too much. Yeah, that one wasn't hit perfect there. It's alright, we got 4 really nice ones on there, but anyway, so yeah, the appearance, looking at it from here, it's great. I still don't like that jutting out there right at the hosel, but for the most part, results-wise, I think that's a really high-performance golf club right there. I'm actually quite pleased with that and surprised. You guys still seeing all that? Okay. All right. We only have 2 more in this division. We are working our way down, and now we're gonna go to Ping. Actually, Ping was our very first golf club that we hit today. So it's been a little while since I've had a Ping iron in my hand here tonight, but I did like the first iBlade. Now we're going to the i200. Looks-wise, very simple. I would say extremely simple. I kind of like how they put the number as well on the face. They've always done that with Ping irons, but the i200, really simple looking face. Setting it down, not too bad. So far I'm pleased, even though I haven't hit it. Pretty good. Feel wasn't great, but really am not a huge fan of the feel of this golf club yet. That one I did not hit horribly. Yeah, I could tell that thing wasn't going to go too good just by a groove or too low. That was hit well. That was hit very well. I do like that, you know, when you hit it well, a lot of these clubs, if you hit it good, they all feel great. But I don't like when you hit it just barely off and it feels terrible. And that's what I've kind of noticed the first few shots with this. Yeah, good shot. I mean,
It's 10:30.
when you hit it well, it's right on the money. Maybe one more good one with it. Not quite the distances, but that's okay. Distance is not the name of the game. Consistency isn't. Pretty darn consistent for the most part. Yeah. All right. That's a Ping i200. Not too bad. Not a horrible golf club by any means. All right. We're going to go with one more Titleist iron to round out this round here. And this one is the Titleist .716 CB. Oh. What did I do here? Hold on one second. Let me just make sure I didn't screw anything up. Nope, all good. Okay. All right, Titleist 716 CB. And like the MB, the MB was pretty much a copy of the Miura MB-001. And this one here looks like a copy of the Miura left-handed cavity back. I don't know if I've got one of those here. Yeah, I do. Again, you can see those two heads. There is some difference there, but pretty darn close. I do like the look of this head. I think it's a good looking head. Let's try it out though. This is the Titleist CB-1008. This is the last club for this division. Okay. Not perfect, not bad. Oh, that felt really good right there. No, still not a very high ball speed, but boy, that felt nice. Again, really good feeling golf club there. I think this round is, I think PXG might be right up there at the top for this round. Man, I'm hitting really good shots with this too. I'm not getting much distance. The spin rate is just through the roof here, it looks like. So that's getting some distance down. Interesting, really high spin rates with this Titleist CB. Again, the feel is awesome. I think that feel of that Titleist CB might be around the top for this round. Results, definitely not. Results are way too much spin on this golf club. Not getting a whole lot of distance, but and that was not a great shot. I'm going to delete that one and give the Titleist CB one more swing. I'm going to see if I could really get it out there, because a couple of those swings I really felt like I hit it very solid. I'm not sure why I didn't get the distance though. So again, felt like I hit it really good. Up the club head speed a little bit there too. Still just 170, not bad. Okay, I really like the feel of that. I'm going to enter all these numbers into the spreadsheet, and we're going to take a look at that right now. All right, everyone, we are going to look at our numbers for our mid-size club heads tonight. We will start right up here at the top. TaylorMade M1. All right, TaylorMade M1, it did have the strongest lofts, which also helped promote a little bit higher ball speed, so it does have strong lofts on it. However, the numbers did perform really well with it. We still got nice spin rates, and I rated that second place in performance out of all these heads, which I am very, like I've said earlier, I've never been a big fan of TaylorMade irons, but boy, it sure performed nicely. Titleist AP2, way too much spin. Man, if you are a player that needs spin, boy, that's a great golf club for you. Got the ball speeds a little low on that, and it just really got spinning like crazy. And you know, Titleist is one of those golf clubs. They don't design their golf clubs like TaylorMade, like Ping, that are designed to do one thing, and that's go far. But Titleist does make extremely consistent golf clubs. You can see here, all three of the top shots have close to the same ball speeds and spin rates on there. You can also see they're also going pretty close to the same height. So they're going a little higher, a little bit more spin. But if that's something that you like, AP2 might be a really good club for you. I really like the AP2 iron. Just not quite so much the distances. I'd like to see a little bit extra distance out of them compared. The Srixon 765. I gave this third place in appearance mainly because, you know, it's so simple and it really does not look like you're hitting anything with any type of cavity back. I mean, it almost looks like you're hitting a blade. Nice thin top line. I love how the toe is rounded out there. Really good looking head there. Numbers were not bad. This has been rated really high in some reviews over the past year here, but really, I mean, pretty fair numbers. Smash factor is really nice, ball speed is really nice, and great spin rates and launch angles. So nothing to complain about there. Didn't quite compete with the performance of a couple of these others, but I'd probably put this about 4th place right now in performance for this group. All right, the PXG 0311. First, I gave it 2nd place in the feel category. Just an incredible feeling golf club. You can hit a bad shot and you can hit a good shot, and they feel pretty close to the same. There's not a huge difference. A lot of these clubs that don't have nice feel to them, you hit a good shot and it feels perfect, and you hit a shot slightly off and it is really not a good feeling. So I really like this one. A little bit, I screwed this up here. I'm sorry. I'll go back and fix these launch angles. I apologize about that. But I'll delete that for right now. So the carry on this thing, it's carrying further than almost anything else that we hit today. And total yardage, I believe it is the furthest one that we hit. Yep, it is the longest golf club. And actually the one that it's tied with is the 2nd longest golf club, the Epon AF-303. So great feeling golf club. I think the appearance is okay. I think it's not a golf club that you're going to buy because it's so good looking. You buy PXG because of the performance, and it proved it in this test here. So next, the Callaway EPIC Pro, another pretty expensive club. I like the feel. I think it feels like an expensive club. Didn't quite perform how I thought it would. I thought we'd get a little extra distance out of it, but really big smash factor. Huge smash factor. I think a little too much spin. A little too much height. However, really, really nice feeling golf club there. The Wilson Staff FG Tour V6. I gave that 1st place in appearance. Same as the FG Tour 100. I think the appearance of these things is just awesome. Unfortunately, with both of those clubs, they're not distance clubs, a lot like the Titleist AP1 and AP2. They aren't going that far. A lot of spin, again, on that. You can see the spin rate is up around over 8,000 there. So a ton of spin on these clubs. So we're losing a little bit of distance, but a beautiful, beautiful golf club. Hit it before you buy it. Looks can be a little deceiving, but still, again, high performance, no doubt. The Mizuno JPX 900 Forged. This got 1st place in the feel category. Again, Mizuno, year after year, they come out with some of the best feeling stuff. I've always said Mizuno and Miura, sometimes even Epon, make some of the best feeling irons out there. And this one, it's such a nice feel, and it's just that consistent Mizuno feel that you're always going to get. Numbers, again, getting some high spins on some of these clubs here. Some of these kind of mid-size heads get that lower center of gravity, getting that ball up in the air a little bit more, getting some extra spin on that too. But not bad numbers. Again, Mizuno isn't made for distance. Mizuno is consistent, and you can see these are fairly consistent numbers here. We did catch a big flyer on this. In fact, I believe we caught a couple big flyers on this golf club. I'm not a big fan of flyers. I don't like golf clubs that you can have an average of 170 yards, and all of a sudden you'll catch one strong and it goes 14 yards further. So, but overall, really nice feeling golf club. The Miura 1008, new golf club here. I thought it performed well. I think I'm still a little bit more of a fan of some of the older models with Miura, but I really like the appearance of this. I think the appearance is still a pretty solid appearance. It's still got that same Miura feel. I'm not going to put it in the same category mainly because I feel like Miura's feel especially prevails in the blade type club head. So really nice results here too. Ball speed did go down, so it was a little bit lower ball speed on there, and also the spin went down, but still great spin rates. So all right, Epon AF-303. Again, this is tied for 1st place with PXG in this division. So again, nice spin rates. I like that they're a little bit lower spin rates. Also carried more though too, so we're getting nice carries. And look at this club head speed. So this club head speed is actually pretty darn low compared to a lot of these, especially compared to that PXG. It's a lower club head speed, but yet that ball speed is really jumping up on us, and really, really a nice ball speed. So that one is our 2nd furthest, but numbers altogether, I tied that for 1st place. The Callaway Apex CF16, this surprised me, I think, more than any of the golf clubs. I wasn't too excited to hit this one, but, you know, it looks great. I thought it feels great. And more than anything, it performed great. So there's not a whole lot more you can ask for. The club speed wasn't quite as high, yet it still had nice ball speed, nice spin rates. I love that ball flight. Slightly lower, which is good. So really, really something good to watch out for in the future with that Callaway Apex CF16. The Ping I200. Nice head. I like it. A lot of spin. Got a lot of height on it. So with that said, if we get a lot of height, it's going to spin a little bit more, of course. But a little bit shorter, just like this Titleist 716 CB. There's just so much spin on those, so much height. We're not quite getting the distance. So those were two of our shortest clubs right there. But I still love the feel. In fact, that Titleist 716. I thought was one of the better feeling irons. I was very close to putting that right there in contention. So really good stuff there. Thank you for watching the mid-size club heads. Next, we're going to go to full cavity backs. We've got 9 more clubs to hit, and we are almost done. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are about to do our third and final division of the night. This is going to be the full cavity back division. We have 9 clubs. After we're done hitting these 9 clubs, that will be 32 clubs for the day that we've tested. If you haven't watched the beginning for the first 2 divisions, pretty much how we do it, we hit each club 5 times. If I hit a really bad one, I'll redo it. I'll delete the shot and redo it in fairness to the company, to whichever brand it is. But we're going to try to make everything as accurate and as close together as possible. All these clubs are the same shaft and length, as well as lie angle. The only difference on these, each club has, some of these have different lofts, especially when we get to some of these cavity backs. I mean, the M2 cavity back, I believe, is like normal 5-iron. I think it's 28.5, which is pretty close to a 5-iron. Most 5-irons are right around 27. So even though it's a 7-iron, they just jack up the lofts on them. But I wanted to keep them all the same loft, and we can test it that way. So other than that, kind of just bear with us. We've been having a couple technical difficulties here and there, but hopefully this works out. I'm going to do one thing real quick for anybody who made it this far into the evening, into the video. So I'm going to give something away right now. And here's what I got. You probably cannot see it on the camera. That's okay. What this is a Danny Willett 8x10 framed picture, autographed framed picture of him wearing his Masters jacket at the Masters last year. It does come with a certificate of authenticity, and you will get that in the mail. The person who gets this, if you've watched this far, thank you. So what I'm going to do for you, the first person to send me an email, my email is carson@californiacustomgolf.com. So that's carson@californiacustomgolf.com. First person to send me an email saying, hey, I want that Danny Willett picture, you get it. If you send me an email and it's already gone, I'll just reply and say, hey, somebody's already got it. But you get it. I'll ship it for free anywhere in the United States or Canada. So there you go. Carson@CaliforniaCustomGolf. Tell me you want it. Thanks for watching this far into the video. Let's get hitting some shots so we can finish it before the sun comes up. All right. Starting this round off with Miura. This is a new Miura model. This is the CB-2008. And so far tonight, we've noticed that I think Miura, hands down, Miura and then some of the Mizuno stuff has the best feel by far. I would say Epon, PXG, in fact, some of the Titleist items have been really close in the feel perspective, but Miura and Mizuno, I would say so far, have kind of won that battle altogether. So let's see if this Miura head, even though it's a cavity back, let's see how the feel is on that and see how it performs. We're going to hit 5 shots with each club. At the end, we'll put it on a spreadsheet, and we're going to take the top 3 out of those 5 shots. If I hit one really bad, I'll redo it in respect to each brand. Pretty good. That's still that normal Miura amazing feel, even though it's a cavity back, it doesn't feel like cavity back. A lot of cavity backs out there, man, there's no feel whatsoever on it. But so far, this thing really feels nice. It does not feel like I'm hitting a big chunky head at all, and it doesn't look like a big chunky head. It's got a lot of cavity behind it, but nice thin top line still. And that was hit really well right there. You can see that ball speed really jumps up right there, about 124. By the way, everybody, if you didn't see beforehand, this TrackMan is set at 2,000 feet altitude and 77 degrees Fahrenheit. You can check back in the video. We're just trying to do everything fair here. So, two more shots with this club. Not too bad right there. Definitely got a hold of it. Good, nice spin rates, high spin rates still with it. And again, I just love the feel of those Miura clubs. For a cavity back, that's amazing feel for a cavity back. Most cavity backs that we find is just clanky and gross. It's no fun to hit, but really nice feeling cavity back with Miura. Okay, next we're going to go to another brand with incredible feel to it. And this one is the Mizuno Hot Metal. So again, we're going to see how this performs compared to their smaller golf clubs. I had a little problem with the looks of the other ones. I like the looks face on, but when I set it down to the ball, so far they have not been attractive. This one right now already looks better. This is the Mizuno JPX 900 Hot Metal. So let's hit a couple with this and see what happens. Yeah, much better. I think for a cavity back, it's good looking for sure. Oh, really, really good feel. Yeah, really nice. Same thing. Nice. Didn't hit that perfect. Might be a little left. Still think I caught it well, but might be going left. Yeah. Not bad though. Not bad. Pretty darn consistent results so far. I like the feel. It does not feel like a cavity back, just like the Miura. I've always said I think this Miura Mizuno, I think they've, in all of their golf clubs, they've got some of the best feeling stuff out there. So I still, so even with the cavity backs, I think it's holding true. So let's move on. Okay, next club we've got another club that My Golf Spy, as well as a few others, have been rating extremely high. This entire brand, they're really pumping up this brand nicely, and I don't blame them. We do carry this club here at the shop. This is Srixon. It's a Srixon 565. And appearance-wise, you would never think this is a full cavity back. Nice and small. From the back, there's definitely room. There's definitely a cavity back there, but looking down at it, gorgeous look. In fact, I think this is going to be easily the best looking golf club out of all of them. Extremely good look looking straight down at it. I really like the appearance. Let's see how it performs. Really good numbers there. too bad. Oh, I'll delete that one real quick. That wasn't the one. But again, in fairness to Srixon, I don't want to hit shots that it's my fault, not theirs, for bad numbers. Oh my goodness. 2 in a row. I did the opposite. I bladed one and then I chunked one. I'm sorry, guys. Oh. Alright. I'll get it back here, I promise. Alright. This is shot number 2 for Srixon total. I think. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Maybe going slightly left, but I thought I hit it well. Yep, a little left. I love the look. The look of this does. I would never guess I'm hitting a cavity back right now. And it doesn't feel too much like a clunky cavity back either. Not going as far as some of these. I mean, I think we'll get to the M2, the PXG. We're going to get some huge, ridiculous distances out of them. But with this feel, man, it's hard to not have something so forgiving with when it looks like this. I hit that well, but still maybe not quite the numbers that we want. Oh no, please don't do it again. TrackMan was failing on me earlier. Give me one more. Don't break. Alright, there we go. I thought I hit that one well. Last time it didn't pick up the shot, it totally crashed on us, so a little worried there. Alright, we got one more shot with the Srixon 565. I hit that one well. That was about 180 yards there, so still got some distance out of it. Oh, really, really nice. Love this golf club. If you want forgiveness, but you don't want a big chunky head, really look at the Srixon 565. It's a great looking cavity back. Okay, now we're going to go somewhere that distance is probably going to increase by, I would guess, a lot. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I do not like it one bit when companies do this. This is, hold on one second, let me just enter that name in. All right, there we go. Okay, anyways, this is the TaylorMade M2 iron, all right? Now, appearance-wise, I think it's a nice-looking cavity back, nice-looking face. Set it down, and again, really nice looking all the way through. I haven't felt it yet, but we're going to hit some shots with it, see the results. Here's what I don't like. The 7-iron on this golf club is 28.5 degrees. Here, I'll give you this for example. Let me read this. The Wilson staff, that the FG Tour, and the Titleist MB, okay? Their 5-iron is 27 degrees. Their 5-iron is 27 degrees, and this 7-iron is 28.5 degrees. If a company has to take away so much loft so that you can get distance, clearly there's something wrong. Yeah, it's going to go far, but boy, if the only way you can get distance out of it is by taking away loft, I completely disagree with that logic, which is why I think PXG's done well. PXG, yes, has taken away loft on, especially their XF iron, nothing like this, but the elastomer behind it is really where they're getting a lot of the distance and consistency. So I want to hit this thing, and I'm going to hit it same as I've been hitting all these others, but I do not like golf clubs that jack up their lofts like this so much. And that should go about 200 yards. I mean, that felt like I destroyed the golf ball. And I really didn't go too far, which I'm surprised by. With this loft, I should be hitting this around 190 yards. With a loft like this, a good shot should be around 190 yards, which is much, much further than really anything else we've hit. Not a terrible feel. It's actually a lot better than a lot of the TaylorMade irons that I felt. Okay, so far 2 pretty good shots that we've had. Make sure it's coming untucked here. Forgive me. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's your traditional cast feel. I'm not a big fan of cast, but a lot of people are. Feel is not horrible. I'm not too upset with the feel. What's very surprising is that the distances are not going crazy. I mean, with a loft that strong, I was thinking this thing is going to go forever. But that shows you that with the technology that they're using in this thing, if they had normal lofts in here, it wouldn't go anywhere. I mean, we're not really gaining distance off of it, even though it's almost a 5-iron. Still nothing, I mean, good numbers, definitely good numbers. I see no advantage to it. I see absolutely no advantage to this golf club. Probably, well, that one I hit pretty well. Yeah, that one should go a little ways. That should be maybe 184. Yeah, 190 right there. So that's kind of what I'm talking about right there. Now, with that said, I had a few shots that were about 175, and then all of a sudden I hit one a little bit better, and then that got up to 190. So now you're catching flyers. So I don't like talking poorly about it. I thought the P770 with TaylorMade was an incredible iron. I really enjoyed that. I thought the M1 wasn't too bad either. I really thought it was okay. With this, performance-wise, it did not do bad at all. I would never recommend this golf club strictly because if jacking up the lofts that much are, if that's your way of gaining distance, there's something wrong. So I apologize if you disagree with me. Fair, but I see no advantage whatsoever to making a 7-iron 28.5 degrees. So we'll move on though. All right, next one we're going to be hitting is the Epon. And this is the AF-705. Now, Epon has actually been about the best performing iron that we've had in both of the first 2 rounds. So let's see how this one performs. I have not been able to hit this one very much. We do carry it here at the store. But the rumors going around are that this thing is putting up some ridiculous numbers. So we're going to check it all out here. I believe, I'm not certain what the loft is on this. I have to look it up. I believe the only clubs under 30 degrees that we're hitting are both the M1 and the M2. Let's see. The M1 is 30.5 degrees. So, either way, but so let's hit this. This is the Epon AF-705, and its 2 younger brothers killed it in the first couple rounds. Let's take a look. Appearance-wise, I don't know. I honestly could say I'm not, and again, I do sell this here. I could not say that I love the look of this golf club. Some people might. I also am not a big cavity back guy, but some people that might like a little larger head might still like this appearance. I don't love the appearance, but if it feels like a lot of the other Epons we've been hitting, I'll get over that quickly. That was very nice. Okay, good. Again, really nice. Maybe left. Hard to say. It might be all right though. Yeah, just a slight draw left. Starting to get some distance off of this thing though, and the ball speed's really jumping up. Same thing. Ball speed's up, but the club speed really is not going up. So without an increase in club speed, we're gaining some ball speed here. So far so good. Really nice feel. Really nice feel. That might be a little spinny, but not bad. Again, yeah. And we'll hit one more with the Epon AF-705. Again, not bad. Very, very nice feeling. If you like the looks of this thing, more power to you. Get it. This thing it feels incredible. The performance is awesome. All these Epon irons have been amazing. Have been giving us amazing numbers so far today. Very consistent numbers. I'm not a fan of the looks, but again, that's totally me. So let's move on. We've only got a few more to go. All right, a very popular golf club now. A golf club that has been around, well, its history is deep. This is the Titleist AP1, 716 AP1. They've had AP1s around for a long time. Really, really good golf clubs. There's a reason that Titleist doesn't change these too much, and they perform well. And I like that about Titleist, and I respect Titleist for that. Is they find something that works, and they just make minor tweaks here and there. They don't come out with some crazy new, brand new thing every 6 months. So let's try this out. Titleist AP1. Yep, that feels like an AP1. Same feel. It seems like year after year it's that same feel. Different feel. It is a different feel. But, and usually, and same thing earlier, all the Titleist stuff, we're not gaining distance on these Titleist irons at all. But very consistent irons. Distance does not always mean, it's not always a good thing with distance. So, pretty high spinning golf clubs as well. I really enjoy the feel of these things, so it's just every single time you hit it, feels about the same, which is what you want. Same thing, those ball speeds are right on. Always, I don't think you can go wrong with the AP1, AP2. I don't think they're the highest performing golf clubs on the market by any means, but I mean, they're very consistent, very, they're good golf clubs. They are. And every shot that I've hit so far felt exactly the same. Okay, one more. You can see the distance isn't as high with these, but that's okay. Spin rate's way up. All right. And that is a Titleist AP1. Okay, we got 3 more heads to hit here, guys. Now, most of these lofts that we've been hitting so far today are right around, well, in the cavity back, I should say, in the cavity back division. The others are much higher lofts than some of the other divisions, but in the cavity back division, they're ranging, for the most part, between about 30 and 32.5. This one's 30. Other than that, TaylorMade M2, which is 28.5. Like I already gave my opinion on that. I'll stop with that. But this is also a pretty strong loft. But this one, I've been seeing much better results with this one as opposed to that M2 that we hit there. This is, at the moment, one of the most highly sought after golf clubs in the industry. We do carry these here. By far, my best-selling golf club. It's not even close. This is the PXG-0311 XF. You have to hit these. They're expensive. They're $350. When I get into fittings with people here, it seems like this thing wins time after time after time. So expensive, but extremely impressive. Let's try them out. Look is good. I mean, it's not super chunky, which I like, but there's definitely some meat on it. I wouldn't say I hit it perfect, but you'll see these numbers probably skyrocket. Looks like I jumped up my club speed a little bit right there too, so I'll try to take that off a little bit. That is just a really, really good feeling shot. Oof. By far the furthest distances that we've had now. Now, I did not hit that good, but let's see where it went. I did not hit that well. And that right there is exactly the shot. Look at that shot right there. So that was a 3-yard difference from the shots that I hit very well. I hit 2 shots extremely well, and they both went about 185 yards. This one I hit very poorly, and it still went 182. That's the big selling point with PXG. Your mishits go very close to the same yardage. So, again, the 0311XF is probably the best golf club that I've ever seen in fittings or tested. It's worth trying for all of you. And it just feels like a rocket ship taking off every time you hit it. That might be 190 almost right there. Yeah, maybe not. But again, one other thing to look at right there. That went 182 yards, but it still carried out to 170. It's not like that was all roll. Still nice high spin, getting way more carry. Ball speed's way up, and the club speed's still just about 92, so not a whole lot higher on that. And again, that one I didn't hit perfect. Let's see where that goes. Maybe about 175-ish or so, 173, yeah. Didn't hit that one great, but extremely good results. Result-wise, I don't think anything's going to come close. But the next club we're going to hit here is probably the one that could challenge it. And so let's try this one out. Another extremely expensive golf club. And this is going to be my first time ever even really looking at this golf club here. This is from Callaway. These golf clubs are well over $300 each. This is the Callaway Epic. I don't know, maybe because of PXG, Callaway decided to come out with something a little bit pricier. But boy, this thing is, I do like the look. I think it's a really good looking club. Same with PXG. I think they're both nice looking clubs. There's a lot of clubs I would take appearance-wise over either of them. But as you probably saw with that last one, we'll look at it on the spreadsheet. The results speak for themselves regarding the price. Appearance-wise here, really nice. A little bit, let's see. It's not too much offset, not horrible offset, but let's hit some shots and see how that compares to the last one we just hit. I'm going to probably delete that one right there. That was pretty weak. Pretty weak. I'm going to delete that one. I don't want to skew up any results right there. I swung a little easy on that, so. And that is a really nice feel there again. Really nice feel. Yeah, really good. Oh, that one might spin a little bit more there, but I still hit it great. It's a really good feel. I mean, it's not a Callaway feel. You would never look at this and say, oh, this is a Callaway iron. This does not feel like most Callaway irons. It is, it's unique, which explains the price, maybe. Okay. Not bad. I wouldn't say I hit that one perfect, but not terrible. I'll get a couple more really good ones on That one I hit well. Might go slightly left of center, but I did hit well. Yep. Very good, and we'll do one more nice swing with this, and we have one final club for the night. So good. Really like the feel. It's you can get that feel that you normally do with some of these more expensive golf clubs, that's for sure. So the Callaway Epic, it might be worth checking out. I'd probably say over the two. I mean, we'll still look at the results at the end, but feel-wise, I'd spend $350 on a PXG well before going to the Epic. But let's take a look at one more golf club. Back to Miura to finish out the night. And this golf club, I did see a lot of negativity on the internet about this golf club. You see negativity on the internet about just about everything now, but that's okay. This is the Miura PP9005 Genesis. So, Miura has had, over their entire history, Miura has been famous for the look, especially the look, incredible looking golf clubs, and incredible feel to their golf clubs. Now we'll see how this thing feels. I haven't hit this too much. We do sell these here, by the way. Miura is all sold right here. But the look is completely different. It does not look like a Miura iron at all. There is nothing about this golf club that would say Miura had this in their hand to make it. So I don't personally like the look of it. I think it looks like you're hitting a square. Looking down at it, yeah, it's a thick top line. It looks like a standard cavity back. If it feels like a normal Miura iron, I'm going to be really happy. But let's try it out. Look-wise, some of you guys are going to really like this. Others, if you like smaller stuff, this probably is not going to be for you. Okay. Let me hit a couple more before I give you too much of an opinion on it. Oh, it's probably a little left. Not left. Good results. I mean, good numbers so far. I still haven't felt that normal Miura feel that I always feel off of some of those clubs. That MB-001, which is one of the first clubs that we hit today, I mean, there hasn't been anything even close feel-wise compared to that. So we'll keep going. There we go. That was that feel we were looking for. Don't think I hit it quite as hard as some, but yeah, not bad. All right. Hopefully, as long as I don't shank it, this is the final shot of the day. We've hit 32 golf clubs, and this will be the final shot out of 32 golf clubs. Yeah, here we go. Really nice. Really good feel. That was... Yeah, there you go. Really, I mean, came off that face hot for sure. I'm not a big... I mean, Miura, I think, has always made some of the best clubs in the world. I think they probably took a step in the wrong direction with this. I think it just went away from everything Miura has done in the past. Still a great feeling golf club. But I think the 2008 and the 1008 that they've just come out with, I think those are much, much better. Really good looking golf clubs. So let's look at all the results on the spreadsheet here, and we're going to take the top 3 from each club that we hit, and we'll go through it, and then we'll finish up. Thanks so much. All right, everybody, we are here in our full cavity back results, and we're going to start right up top here with the Miura 2008. This is a new head, and feel-wise, I am so surprised by this. So Miura, I've always felt, has the best feel. Miura and Mizuno, as you can see, they were both tied for first place in the feel results here. But usually those clubs are famous for their feel in a smaller club head or a blade club head. But even these cavity backs, these did not feel like you were hitting a clunky old fat cavity back. These were nice feeling club heads. Really enjoyed it. And feel-wise, if you're looking for a forgiving club head that feels more like a blade, not so much a blade, but maybe something smaller, I would definitely go with either the Miura 2008 or the Mizuno. Both, especially the Miura, had a little bit higher spin rates, so that took a little distance off, but even then, great distance numbers. Some cavity backs are really made for distance, so some of these cavity backs really went far, but still really good numbers. Stopped pretty quickly. I also like the launch angle on there, right at about 20 degrees launch angle on both of those. Bring it down here to the Srixon 565. I gave this first place in appearance for one reason, and that's because it doesn't look like a cavity back. When you're looking down at it, you would have no clue that you're holding a cavity back in your hands. Yes, of course, when you hold it up to your hand and you look at it a little bit closely, you can tell it's a full cavity. However, looking down at it, it has a great thin top line on it. Feels awesome. Performance wasn't too bad. Again, Srixon is not a brand made for distance, so we're not going to get a ton of distance out of this. But got nice spin out of it. So if you're looking for a cavity back that's going to help you out with spin, that doesn't come around too often. So maybe that Miura 2008 and this Srixon 565 could be really good for you. Next thing is the TaylorMade M2. And man, you know, I was hard on the TaylorMade M2 today. I gave it some bad press, I would say, with its loft. It's got a 28.5 degree 7-iron, which is like a lot of it's just weaker than most 5-irons out there. So, but much stronger than any 6-iron really out there for the most part, especially in smaller heads. So, I definitely think these numbers here, this 177 and 181. Fine, but my opinion is if you've got to bump your lofts up that much to get these numbers, there's no reason that should be how you have to do it. Good ball speed again, but you're going to have those good ball speeds with that higher or the lower lofted club. So great club. I like it. I actually like the feel of it quite a bit. I felt bad giving this thing for third place because I just think, because the lofts are so screwed up on there, it kind of skews those numbers quite a bit. So then we went to the Epon AF-705. You know, Epon actually got first place and tied for first place in both our Tour and our MIDSIZE division. So Epon had a killer night. Now, this 705, really good numbers. Really nice smash factors, really nice ball speeds. And I love that a little bit lower spin rate there, but still really nice low launch angle. So not really getting a whole lot of roll, which is good, and really, really good distance out of it. The one thing I really did not like is the appearance. It's an expensive club, a little over $300. Some people are going to love the appearance of that thing. I'm not a huge fan of it, but again, I'm not a big cavity back guy. So definitely take a look at that. You might love it. If you love the appearance of that, it's a extremely high-performing golf club, so definitely check that out. Then we move down to the AP1 with Titleist. Again, this golf club, it doesn't change over time, and it's because it's a great, consistent golf club. It's not a golf club that you're going to hit a long ways. I'm sorry, but, I mean, even then, we're only losing 5 to 6 yards maximum on this iron here, and a lot of that is just because, well, I mean, in a sense, I think it's just because that ball speed is so much lower. I mean, you can see almost all of these, other than the Srixon, which was also lower in ball speed and lower yardages. That ball speed is just going down, and if that ball speed's dropping that much, yeah, we're gonna have some weaker results. But I think if you're looking for consistency and nice feel, I always recommend Titleist AP1 and AP2. The PXG 0311 XF. This got second place in feel. Second place in feel mainly because when you hit this thing good, it feels like an absolute rocket coming off the face. With that said, when you hit it bad, it doesn't feel much different than that. So if I get a club and I hit a shot perfect and it feels incredible, and then I hit another shot maybe a 7 out of 10, but it still feels better than almost any other iron out there. It's got to be rated high. I really love the feel. Performance here, out of this world. A little bit lower spin rates, a little bit lower launch. However, nice ball speed, and then we're also getting some extreme distance out of there. So we've gained, boy, on some of these clubs we've actually gained almost 10 yards. I would say on average we're gaining about 7 yards with that PXG0311 XF. I really enjoy this golf club. It's expensive, but you need to hit it before you judge this golf club, for sure. Now the Callaway EPIC, these two golf clubs here are competition with each other, for sure. The Callaway EPIC came out after PXG, and they put their price right around PXG's price, over $300 per club. Now, the results on these shots did test higher. We actually had a lower club head speed, yet a higher ball speed, and then we actually had a little bit more spin on the Callaway EPIC, and so of course that makes the smash factor a little bit higher. So a little bit less distance, about the same carry, but it's stopping faster. That's why we're getting less distance on there. But this one, I would say, has to be ranked #1 in performance for the full cavity backs today. The Miura PP9005 Genesis. I would also probably have to say this was probably my least favorite appearing or looking head of the night. Out of all the clubs, I do not like the look of this head. The feel's amazing. It's still got that nice Miura feel. Still really good results. I mean, great results. Lower club head speed, but high ball speed. Great results. I did not like the look. I love the feel. Performance is great. But I wish Miura would have stayed away from switching up their look so much on that club. I do like, however, what they've done with the new CB-2008 and 1008 irons. I think those are looking great, as well as that new MB-5005. I think they're much better looking golf clubs than this. All right, and that is it. That is everything for all of the heads. I'm going to send it back to the other camera. All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Again, if you missed any of the giveaways, go check out our live stream that is also posted by now on our YouTube page and our Facebook page. We gave away gift certificates. I believe we have gift certificates to Starbucks, Buffalo Wild Wings, Olive Garden, Outback. I think we gave away a few autographed photos of golfers as well as some gift certificates to our shop here at California Custom Golf. So go check out that live stream, see if you want anything. Like our Facebook page, subscribe to us here on YouTube. But once again, thank you guys so much. It was a long stream and a long video. If you made it this far, wonderful. Remember that if you email me, it's Carson at California Custom Golf. Email me, first person to email me saying that you want the Danny Willett picture, I will send you the 8x10 framed photo autographed of Danny Willett last year in his Masters jacket. So thanks again for watching. Really quick, I'm just going to kind of go through. You can end the video if you don't want to listen to me anymore, but I'm going to say my best looking iron of the day, the best appearance iron of the day, I would have to say is going to still go to the Miura MB-001. And I'm actually also going to give the MB-001 the best feeling iron of the day. Now, when it comes to performance, it was pretty much a toss-up between two in the final group of that cavity back group. Both pretty expensive clubs, but the new Callaway EPIC iron as well as the PXG, those were probably the top two performing irons, getting more distance, but still really nice spin rates, launch angles, and huge ball speeds on those things. So Miura, if you're looking for a great looking blade and you're looking for a great feeling blade, I'd say Miura is the way to go. If you're looking for something a little extra forgiving, if you can afford to spend the money, that PXG0311 XF as well as that new Callaway EPIC, really impressive golf clubs. So check those out. Thanks again for watching. Feel free to call us, 970-214-6179, and we will do this again soon. Thanks a lot and have a great night.